PulseCheckCorazon podcast. I appreciate y'all for coming out, man. Showing love. So the Pro Bowl was this week. I'll start there. I have a lot of things I want to talk about today. Briefly, some long-winded. Pro Bowl. If I'm not mistaken, my guy got 2 touchdowns. Chase. I had to get on his ass too on Twitter, man. I had to speak my mind. Sometimes my guy say questionable shit to where I feel like he ain't gonna be a Bengal for too long, or if the wrong situation happened, he out of here. So I just spoke on it though. It could be true or false. I don't know. 2 tuds. So I think they both was on Jesse Bates, the third, old teammate. So that was fun to watch. Definitely miss you, Bates, man. I wish they could have worked out something, but I know, the cheese is everything. You got a family, excuse me. I know you got a family. You got things you got to do, so I understand that. On another note, how about them fucking Bengals, bro? How about the motherfucking Bengals? That Raven game, KC game, bro. I'm talking about KFC. Tripping. Must be hungry out of this motherfucker. But nah, that game spoke a lot about a lot of things. One, about the refs. I mean, we all can say the Chiefs has them in their pocket, or we can say that they just absolutely missed calls, key calls that can determine the outcome of a game, which is their job, but not in that fashion. It also spoke volumes on the team that we have, the camaraderie, the teamwork, the hard work, the dedication that they put in, the coaching staff, our skill players. That spoke a lot about us. The defense as well too, both sides of the ball, all 3 sides of the ball, period. But what it really spoke on was the fact that can't nobody really deal with us if we in tip-top shape, or we made it to the Super Bowl without a line, man, to be all the way 100 with you. Games come down to, game time situations and who gonna pick up their phone and who ain't when they answer it. When they phone ring and they number call. So we got a bunch of players on this squad that's like that. Damn near the whole team, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. But what I will say is, again, that spoke volumes on the team that we got, man. You know what I mean? We get any chance we can get T back. I know TB gone. He probably about to go to Pittsburgh, where he wanted to go initially anyway. And that's understandable. We got a good, damn near 7-8 years out of him, possibly. So we appreciate you, TB. On another note, but we can keep T, get a dynamic tight end, and a halfway decent right tackle, man. Like, I ain't disgusted with the line, but for us to make it to the Super Bowl with the line that made roughly $20 million at that time, I'm just guesstimating. Maybe 30 at the most, versus 100 million. Joey B shouldn't be getting touched like that, man. Period. Like, and when he do, it should be, go time, bro. Like, no, I can't keep letting that happen, man. So my thing is, who gonna make sure that they kind of play next year, man, and block. But that's neither here or there, though. With the line or without a line, we can make it. That's been proven. Again, the Ravens out, Cleveland out, Pittsburgh out. They all left fairly fucking fast. I don't even think anybody won a game. So, Joe Burrow playoff record compared to Lamar Jackson's playoff record is not even the same. So, at the end of the day, I'm not taking nothing from Lamar Jackson. Hell of a player, hell of an athlete. Seems like a halfway decent person. But also too, Mahomes is by himself, man. I'm not gonna take nothing from Joy B. But he don't have the accolades and the credentials in the league yet. He got no MVP, no Super Bowl. So when you compare that to Mahomes, bro, Mahomes then, whew, man, you hear me? Six Super Bowls appearances. I think this is his 6th one. Maybe, don't quote me on that. Next year might be 6 if they go next year, but it's for sure 5. What, the Eagles, they won. They lost to Tampa Bay. They beat San Francisco. They played San Francisco again. I'm trying to think, who else did they play? They beat the Eagles. They beat the 49ers. I thought maybe I'm tripping. I think he got 3. I can't think of the other team they played. Well, he might not have been the 6, but shit, it's on his way. It's close. At the end of the day, man, just like this, he is on an echelon of his own. Hey, but Joey B ain't too far, and he only behind because of he doesn't have a Super Bowl. He doesn't have an MVP in season or postseason. Other than that, like Ryan Clark said, man, shout out to Ryan Clark, man. He the only one so far that it seems can calm himself down, cool himself down, and play how you need to play to beat Mahomes. I was watching ESPN and they was explaining why Josh Allen is hard for him to beat him because he doesn't make the correct throws that he needs to make at the correct times. So those plays, Joe Burrow and Patty, they take care of the ball and they make sure they make them plays, those plays. So with that being said, it's okay. It's a dead stop between all the other quarterbacks and Patty. I mean, it's just, he is in a league of his own, but next year is our year. Cinderella story. It's in New Orleans where it all started. I think that this would be perfect for us. Perfect for us. A healthy season. And that's it. It gotta be our year next year, man. It has to be. It has to be. Because it's boiling down to who's consistent. And the most consistent, of course, is the Chiefs. And my Cincinnati Bengals, man. Yeah, we got teams that's consistent in making it, but you can't tell me if Joe Burrow was not healthy, we wouldn't have went or won the AFC and the Super Bowl. So I'm not being biased. I'm just being all the way honest and being a child of football. That's just what it is. I just hope KD can find a way to sign T. Higgins, get a right tackle, get pass rush. I mean, like a dominant pass rush. Even though our pass rush is not, Our pass rush, I'm very satisfied with it. But we need somebody that you just got that demands a double team. I don't care if it's a defensive tackle or a defensive end. Of course, we're not gonna get a defensive end. We just got one last year. But it's a guy from Texas. Can't think of his name. Number 93. Dog. You gotta. He demands a double team. Let Hendricks and Hubbard peel their ears back and just go. He might get there too. So it's definitely worth grabbing him for sure. And then you got the Brock Bowers guy. Him and Joe. Ooh. And I feel like I could be wrong, and I hope that it doesn't pan out like or play out like this. But if we do some way, somehow, do some old Bengal shit and mess around and not sign T, let him walk, which is stupid. And we have a history of doing that. But if he so happens to get let go, move on, I feel like they'll take that step and to get Brock Bowers. Just because you can kind of put anybody else, not anybody else out there, T is T. But with Chase out there and a dominant tight end like that, it'll kind of take away from some of that. So, but I would rather, honestly, keep T, keep Chase, get a badass tight end, man, halfway decent right tackle, and I hate to use this term, but a demon on the defensive line. We need us a Watt, and I'm not taking nothing from Hendricks, man, or Hubbard, but they don't demand a double team. They just have high motors, and that high motor caused them to get sacks, and that's cool. We need somebody that demands a double team, because that DB room might suffer. That's taking more time off. Like, we got to get to the quarterback quick. Now I'm Juice. I'm cool with Juice. Juice he gonna do his thing. He gonna hold it down. On the opposite side, you got Cheeto gone, if I'm mistaken. But you gonna put Turner there. Turner still gonna have some growing pains, but he got the speed to make up for it. So him and Juice, I'm kind of cool with that. More so Juice though. He definitely proved he can hold his own. He can be put on the island and make sure he's the last one on the island at the end of the day. I do like Dax in battle. I think it's only because they're young. This year they might show much more improvement. I still think we should get a veteran safety. And briefly, I'm gonna stop and do a clip. My guy Chase mic'd up. So that was Chase and Bates having a little interaction. Man, again, can't no team see us, man. Healthy. It's a lose-lose for everybody else, man. So I'll put it like this. They do those 3 to 4 things I said, and we're good. Simple and plain. That's another thing too. I was talking to my guy. He a diehard fan, man. We both from Cincinnati, and he was saying he hopes Joe Burrow is not injury prone. So that was one. And then I seen something on the internet, on Twitter. One of the fans also said that if he has another injury, season injury. I forgot what he said verbatim and how he said it, but pretty much it's game time if Joey B gets hurt. So I'm like, I don't know why they feel like that. Let's rewind back. Year one, terrible O-line. We were making that transition into making acumen decisions and making off-season acquisitions, something we never really did. It was too late. Towards ACL, MCL, we got lucky to have him back at the right time. And then the year after that, then it was an appendix. Those two things are, I'll say the appendix is the inevitable. There's nothing he can do about that. There really wasn't nothing he could do about the terrible O-line. And I mean, yeah, I can blame it on the O-line, but also too, they fell by his legs. So at the end of the day, I can't count them two injuries as injury prone. Now, if I wanted to, I can use the calf, but it was just a bad year. It was just a bad year. It was a bad year. And guess what? That $100 million line should take a lot of flack for that. Because at the end of the day, they didn't block for him like they should have. And to my knowledge, he got hurt at practice. So I don't know, I can't speak on that. What? Can't speak, you know. So what I can speak on is that we're all the way connected.
The Bluetooth device is ready
We're
to pair.
We're connected. We're paired. He's okay. He okay. He take great care of his body. I'm pretty sure he's close to LeBron, and his body is his investment. We all know he doesn't smoke, drink. He doesn't do like. He's a Class A, Grade A person and fucking quarterback, man. Excuse my French, man. But you gotta give it up, man. Like we really did. We did it this time on the simple fact we made a decision on somebody can fucking end it. Just like that. Like no ifs, ands, and buts. End you.
Finish him.
End you. Game on the line. Who you got the? Of course you're gonna pick Patty. I'm going with my guy Joe. Now if Joe wasn't available for that option of choice, then of course I would go with Patty. If I couldn't pick Patty or Joe, that's a good ass question. I like Herbert. Damn. I would say Lamar, but I ain't gonna tell y'all about. I gotta tell you what my people said, man. He said the funniest shit ever, man. I'm gonna tell y'all, man. Fuck it, he said it. He said, I think homeboy slow for real. I said, bro, you gotta chill, bro. But he wasn't saying it like, you know, in a derogatory way or to offend anybody. He was saying it like slow on decision making. His decision making isn't the best. It's damn sure not Joe Burrow or Patty. I would say it's a better judgment than Allen. I kind of put them in the same. Like if I had a pyramid, I would probably put them in the same little box. I ain't gonna lie to you, because they got similarities, good and bad. So my boy got the deja vu going on with the Chad Ochocinco. I wish it would have been better if he did it in the game, but you know how the league be. Like Joey B said, I feel like they should let you time as long as it doesn't go too far. Period, point blank. And let me know who y'all got in the Super Bowl too. I'll pick none of them. How about that? But honestly though, I gotta go with Patty and them, man. And my nephew would love to hear me say that, but he won't. So let's make sure he doesn't get this podcast. But I really enjoy the state of the team and where we're at. I really enjoy watching them every Sunday. And this year, I'm going to figure out a way to get one of them, if not all of them, in Corazon, the brand. This is the scrubs, by the way, Pulse Check. And then Corazon is urban wear and streetwear and everything else, casual, whatnot. So, check me out, stay tuned. Check me out on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm on even on YouTube. So check me out, support, like, subscribe, comment, also share. And also, I am very disappointed. I switched it up on you guys, didn't I? I am disappointed in the fact that no one seems to give us credit still. If you're a diehard Bengals fan or you're just a fan and you really consider yourself as a fan, you know where we came from, you know how we were. Now, we do still have some traits like Jesse Bates. I knew that when they franchise tagged him, what he wanted, that he was gone in the year he left after the franchise tag. And they come to find out, to think about it though, damn, they just induced panic. I think do we have to march to do something with T? I really want to figure this out. This is so, I'm just over it. I'm ready for it to be over. He's giving signs that he's staying and he wants to, but nothing in stone. So stay tuned. I know this wasn't the longest episode or the most in-depth episode, but I know I had to do an episode, so I definitely wanted to touch bases with you guys and just let you guys know. The next episode won't be spread out like this. I'm going to try my best because I'm a jack of all trades. I have 2 businesses, 3 children, so no excuses. But I'm doing a lot. So work with me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting the brand. We'll see you guys soon and talk to you guys soon. PulseCheckCorazon out.